Hi, I'm Arjun and you're back with the Food Plant. So today I'm going to show you how to make a really easy to make lentil dish. Now this dish is really fast to make and it's got nice subtle spices so it can be enjoyed by anybody. So let's get started. Okay, start with 225 grams of red lentils and add to that half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of allspice, half a teaspoon of cloves, and half a teaspoon of black peppercorns. Then to that, add about 1 litre of water. Just give that a stir and cover it and bring it to the boil. Okay, so that's to the boil now, as you can see. So you've got a lot of this white, scummy sort of stuff left on top, so what you need to do is just scoop all that off and then return it to the stove. Okay, so we've removed that, so turn the stove down to a low heat, partially cover it and leave that to simmer for 20 minutes. Okay, now to start the main part of the dish, so take a hot pan, put in about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and add to that 1 large thinly sliced onion and 4 sliced cloves of garlic. Okay, just keep this on a medium heat until the onions have gone quite soft and translucent. Okay, so that's about it. So what you're going to do is reduce the heat a little bit and add in 2 cups of tomato puree. Okay, stir it a bit. And add to that, we've got here half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of ginger powder, and 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. So put that in and just mix that until it's combined. Okay, once that's combined, what you may want to do is add just a little bit of water in, just to loosen it up a bit. And then cover it partially and leave that to simmer until the lentils are finished. Okay, so that's 20 minutes, so the lentils are finished. So what you should be left with is a porridgey type substance. That's what you're after. So now we just need to add it to the rest of the dish. Okay, so we've got our tomato part of the dish here. So we'll just add the lentils to that. Alright, and before we mix that, add in a good teaspoon of salt. Alright. And just stir that up for a bit. And what you want to do is continue to cook that on a low heat for another 10 minutes or so, just so everything can infuse. Now just to make sure, when you're simmering at this stage, you want to leave it uncovered and just continue stirring it every now and again, because what we're trying to do is get it to thicken up a bit. Now just to finish, we just need to add a bit of herbs. So usually to this sort of dish you would add something like coriander. But as we've gone for really subtle flavours for this particular lentil dish, I'm going to put just a few sprigs of parsley in. And you can just, stir that in lightly. That's basically it. Now if you do find these flavours a bit too subtle for you, then you might want to do what I'm going to do now, is add 3 green chilies in. Now I've just split these down the middle, so it doesn't make it too hot, it just adds a bit of a kick to the dish. Stir those in. And that's about it. Okay, so that's done. So you can either serve this with rice, or because we've used really light flavours, you can actually just eat it straight up as it is. So enjoy.